Hi guys, welcome back, and we are building code number 3, which is the RGB LED. And the RGB comes from the name of this diode, which is set with 4 prongs. You have the longest one, which nomenclature is common, so this is the one that usually goes out to ground. Then you have red, blue, or green and blue. Flipping it this way is basically where it gets its nomenclature RGB. So this would be red, this would be green, this would be blue. You always know that the longest one is common, and so that's prong 2. So I went ahead and set up the resistors already because they're just so hard to work with, especially in these nails, and I didn't want you guys having to painstakingly watch me work with them for like 5 minutes, so I went ahead and I did those in advance. You can see my my breakdown and my schematic in my background. So I'm going to be following this, where red is A4, common is A5, A6 is green, and A7 is blue. So following it here, I have it backwards. Alright, so it would be 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to put those in, and yeah, alright, perfect. Alright, so that works. Okay, all of my resistors are in place. I put them in from E4 to G4, or the E's to the 4s on the corresponding pathways. And you can see here that because this is common, it doesn't actually have to be controlled by the color, have a resistor, because it's going to be connecting back to the negative according to my schematic. So let's see, the first one goes from pin 9 to H4. So pin 9 is over here on this side. So pin 9 goes to H4. Alright, so it's connecting through the red side of the diode. The next one is the green wire that is going from E5 to negative. Okay, so this is where the connection to ground is going to be going through. So we're going to go to negative over here. And then the next one on my schematic is blue, so pin 10 to H6. Oh, H6 is green. Okay, so it's just, I got the colors wonky, but that's fine. So H6 over to 10. And then the next one will be pin 11 to H7. So this one will be represented by yellow, but this is the blue diode. And then we have the common ones that we always do, the voltage to positive, and then ground to negative. And then once I plug this in, oh, please work. Okay, ready? And oh, it worked. Okay, and then so according to the code, because I already had it loaded up based on the previous based on the example coding, I already had it loaded up just in case. And so now if you see it's shifting through all the different colors. Oh, this will work. Okay. Oh, and then as far as I wanted to tell you all that I did test my wires before I even used them with this multimeter. I need to look up sayings from here on out. So the way that this works is my husband showed me is I moved the dial to continuous, and that's what it's going to make a sound. So I would use the positive and the negative to make a connection with the wire, and if it makes the beeping sound like that, it works. So I went through and I tested all of these before I started working to make sure that they would not be part of my issue again. And so that's how I've been checking my wires at the very least. So that's been very, very helpful. And so now we're going to do some circuit and code play. But right now, this is just what the circuit should look like. So coming from the Arduino, I should have 5 different cables coming from volt and ground like normal. And then we're working with 9, 10, and 11 on the digital side. And then coming in from over here, I should have these broken down into A, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then these all running aligned that 4, 5, 6, 7, where the break in 5 connects to negative so that it can connect to ground. Okay? And then we'll move on to the play in the next video.